Relay races are never just about speed. In this video, we compare two incredible 4x100m performances: Jamaica's powerful victory at the CARIFTA Games and the shocking Commonwealth Games final, where Nigeria stunned the favourites with flawless execution.
Kitson Nevis in 6, with Kimia Phipps starting off for them. There's Duncan, the Jamaican lead-off. Kylie Wallace starting things off for the Bahamas in lane number 2.
One assumes that Kiesra Thomas is likely to figure heavily, but of course the team to beat will be Jamaica.
Shira Stout will be the lead-off runner for the British Virgin Islands. The Bahamians expected to have Thomas on the team, also the 400 hurdles silver medalist Dominic Dean. The Jamaicans do start favourites though. Tremendous depth they have. Final of the 4x100 for under-17 girls. Turks and Caicos, Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, British Virgin Islands and Bermuda. Final of the under-17 girls 4x100. First relay action of CARIFTA 2024.
Egypt Benjamin will lead off for Grenada. Kelandi King for the Turks and Caicos Islands. TCI in 1. Grenada in 5.
Has had a lot of running, Regis, at these championships so far. Let's see if she can put her team in a good position from the opening leg. Duncan for Jamaica in 4. Wallace for the Bahamas in 2. Off they go. 4x100 final on the 17 girls. Fine start for Trinidad and Tobago. Duncan no response for the Jamaicans. Duncan hands over first, and it's Jamaica in charge. Down the back straight away they go. The Bahamians responding now. Jamaica and Bahamas. Trinidad and Tobago with work to do. St. Kitts and Nevis going well in lane number 6. Natrice East on the third leg for the Jamaicans. Looks superb in 200, qualifying earlier today. Here's the final change. It's Jamaica in front. They are well clear of the rest of the field. Pashana Lee Blake is it on anchor. The Bahamas coming forward with Thomas. They will be second. Jamaica with the gold medal. Bahamas silver, and Trinidad and Tobago with
the 2020.
One of those tough nuts to crack in terms of world records. And Amusan is in. Toby Amusan, the world record holder in the 100-meter hurdles, a new Commonwealth champion. He's starting off on the first leg for the Nigerian team. There's a Jamaican team. Kemba Nelson, experienced on the first leg. Jamaica won silver at the World Championships behind the USA. It was Nelson on the first leg. Natalia White will be on second. Ramona Birchall will be on third. And then a certain 5-time Olympic gold medalist and 2-time Commonwealth champion, Elaine Thompson-Hera, has been drafted in. And she has a chance to win 3 gold medals here at the Commonwealth Games. It has been done a couple of times before. Debbie Ferguson did it back in Manchester in 2002. And talking about experience, saw a quick shot there of Asher Phillip, who'll start off the England team. Emalia Lancico will go down the back straight. Justin Boyfriend, OJ Edeburun bring the England men's team home. Bianca Williams there will go round the top bend. And Daryl Nita has been brought in for Ashley Nelson on the last leg. That's a good team for England. He qualified second fastest for this final. So Tomi Amusam will have the responsibility. They were the fastest qualifiers, the Nigerians. There's Favour Ofili, herself having a good Commonwealth Games here. She'll go down the back. The crowd absolutely buzzing, Steph, from that win for England. And now we're going back again onto the track for the English team to try and do it again. But we've just seen some of the athletes in the teams here. It's a tough ask, especially when you're bringing in Thompson Hera.
Well, it's interesting. I love it when you get to the final and they, as you say, they bring in their heavy hitters. And so no matter what we saw in the heats, we don't actually know what's going to happen in the final.
And as we've just seen, you've got to get the baton. Anang. India will start in lane number 7. Really are having a great Commonwealth Games. That triple jump goal by Paul just a few moments ago. Chand Das Nanda Yaraji. And then there'll be a roar for Jamaica in 6. Their nation holds the Games record. Silver in 2018 behind England. Kemba Nelson is ready. Lane 5, the team from England. Second fastest in qualifying, Asher Phillips in that World Championship squad just a few weeks ago, leading them off. Nigeria in lane number 4, bronze in 2018. Amusam Ofili, the first 2 legs for them. In lane number 3 will be Ghana. The 6th fastest to qualify for this final. Boake, Ali, Oka and Hoare running for them. And there's your lineup for Trinidad and Tobago in lane 2. Inside 43.5 seconds to qualify, St. Fort, i.e. Prito and Bertrand. So, a super men's 4x100 metre relay. And now our final action. Can England defend the title they won in 2018? Beating Jamaica by 6/100ths of a second on that occasion. I remember long jumper Lorraine Ugan bringing the baton home for the English side. Trinidad and Tobago in 2, Ghana in 3, Nigeria in 4, England in 5, Jamaica in 6, India in 7, Australia in 8, and Scotland in 9. The women's sprint relay final. There's a clean start as well. Amusam getting out nicely in lane number 4, as expected. India going well in lane number 7, Australia in lane number 8 too. This is good running by Nigeria in lane number 4. All look pretty safe on the changeovers. Imani Lansiko flying down the back straight, as is Favour Ofili of Nigeria. Second changeover, hands held high. Australia on the outside in lane 8 going well. Nigeria, though, flying round with Chukwuma on the 3rd leg. Hands back for the Nigerians. A roar from her teammate. Nigeria going to take this one. England with Daryl Nita in 2nd. Keep an eye on Thompson here. The Jamaican superstar comes through for bronze for the Jamaican side. But 42.10 seconds, just outside the Games record.
I was actually reading a quote by Favour Ofili, and she was talking about what the difference is. And she said, the difference is we now believe in ourselves. We believe we can compete with the rest of the world. And I think that performance by their relay team just highlights the mentality that is going through that team right now.
Well, it's a national record, so you can't do any more than that. The Nigerians confirmed as the gold medal winners. England in 2nd with Philip, Lansiko, Williams and Nita. And the flags are being draped by the Nigerian team.
Sprint relays often reveal more than just raw speed. They expose how well a team works together, how precisely athletes execute baton exchanges, and how effectively individual talent transforms into collective performance. 2 races, one from the CARIFTA Games Under-17 girls 4x100 meters and another from the women's 4x100 meters at the 2022 Commonwealth Games, demonstrate how relay dynamics can produce very different outcomes even when sprinting powerhouses are involved. At the CARIFTA Games, the Jamaican U17 squad delivered a performance that perfectly illustrated their long-standing tradition of sprint dominance in the Caribbean. From the moment the starter's gun fired, Jamaica established control. Malaya Duncan launched the team's effort, with an explosive opening leg in lane 4, accelerating aggressively and immediately placing pressure on the rest of the field. Her start was not just fast, it was composed, technically clean, and strategically executed. Trinidad and Tobago attempted to challenge early in the race, pushing hard during the opening exchanges and trying to remain within striking distance. For a brief moment, the competition looked balanced. However, the Jamaican baton exchanges were exceptionally smooth, allowing each runner to maintain momentum through the transition zones. Instead of slowing during the handoffs, Jamaica actually increased its advantage. By the second and third legs, the race began to open up. The Bahamas emerged as the primary challenger, displaying strong sprint mechanics and solid relay coordination. Yet Jamaica's rhythm proved nearly impossible to match. Natrice East, who had already impressed in the 200-meter heats earlier in the meet, produced one of the most electrifying legs of the race. Her acceleration along the curve stretched the gap dramatically, turning what had been a competitive relay into a near runaway victory. The final exchange confirmed Jamaica's authority. The anchor runner received the baton with a comfortable lead and powered down the home straight with confidence. Behind her, the Bahamas fought hard to secure silver, while Trinidad and Tobago battled through the closing meters to claim bronze. The result reinforced a familiar narrative in Caribbean athletics. Jamaica's relay programs, even at the youth level, are built on precision, depth, and collective discipline. However, a very different story unfolded during the women's 4x100m relay final at the 2022 Commonwealth Games. On paper, Jamaica appeared to be the favorite. Their lineup included experienced sprinters such as Kemba Nelson, Natasha Morrison, and Ramona Burrell, with five-time Olympic gold medalist Elaine Thompson-Herah anchoring the team. With such individual talent, expectations were extremely high. Yet relays are rarely decided by star power alone. Nigeria emerged as the surprise force in that final. Led by a lineup featuring Favour Ofili and World 100-meter hurdles record holder Toby Amusan, the Nigerian team executed one of the most technically efficient races of the competition. Their baton exchanges were crisp, controlled, and perfectly timed. Each athlete entered the exchange zones with confidence, allowing the baton to move smoothly through the lineup without hesitation. As the race unfolded, Nigeria steadily built momentum. Ofili's powerful back straight leg helped establish a crucial advantage, and the third leg maintained the pressure with aggressive sprinting through the curve. By the time the anchor leg began, Nigeria had created a lead that even the strongest finishers could not overcome. England also delivered a highly organized performance, with athletes such as Bianca Williams and Daryl Nater contributing to a strong silver medal finish. Their relay execution was efficient and disciplined, keeping them competitive throughout the race. Jamaica, despite Thompson-Herah's powerful anchor leg, could only manage bronze. The issue was not a lack of speed. Rather, the team struggled with slightly imperfect baton exchanges that disrupted their rhythm. Additionally, the absence of key stars like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price and Shericka Jackson reduced the depth of the lineup. Comparing these two races highlights a fundamental truth about sprint relays. The Jamaican youth team at the CARIFTA Games demonstrated how synchronization and preparation can transform raw speed into dominance. In contrast, the Commonwealth Games final showed that even legendary sprint nations can be vulnerable when relay execution is not flawless. Ultimately, sprint relays reward teamwork as much as individual brilliance. Jamaica's young athletes proved that their relay culture remains incredibly strong, while Nigeria's victory at the Commonwealth Games illustrated the rapid rise of new sprint powers capable of challenging the sport's traditional giants.